Oh yes! Oh, portcullis mint by the looks of it. It's probably 1566. That's going to be a Lizzie sixpence, I think, and a beauty. Oh yes! I'm a coin. I put it into a different mode. I changed the settings. I went into like my deep mode, slow recovery speed, everything like that. If you want to know what the settings are, just tap me up. If there's enough interest, I'll make a little video on the deep settings. But that banged out. That is stunning.
We're on the You can't beat this, Abby. Love it. The history. You look at that church and you just think there's going to be stuff here. And even though people have been on here and hammered it, you gotta dig them funny signals, peeps. Oh man, I'm over the moon. Happy days. Albert. Right, enough waffle. Let's go see what else we can find.
Hello everyone, welcome back to England's History. I've done a video about a week ago on a site. It was around a church where it had been rallied before. About 60 odd people had been on it. Some really nice stuff had come up, some nice hammer coins and that, and at the end of the day it gone really quiet. So we've gone back there. There's about 4 or 5 of us went, and in my head I was thinking, right, it's been done before, there's been good stuff, but everything that was in the top 7-8 inches, that's going to be nearly all gone. You might get the odd few coins and stuff coming up, but most of that would have been gone because most people have gone over it and dug all the finds. So I was thinking, I need to get a deeper program on the dais that's going to get the extra depth and pull them nice targets at depth. And it worked. It took me a while. I was listening to all them funny signals, but I did pull up a nice hammer coin and a few other coins that was at depth that could have been missed, and the deep program got it. Right, let's have a look at the modes. I will start off with my pro settings and we'll change it from there. That's the trick with the dice, is understanding what to change and when to change it. You can use your favourite program, which has got your favourite tone breaks and your favourite, the way the tones are set, the audio pitch and everything like that. So everything stays the same with what you're hearing virtually, but you need to learn how to adjust the dice to suit the land that you're on. And today we're going to be talking about how to get more depth out of it. So everything is staying the same, but you're changing a few settings just to punch a bit deeper. Okay, so turn it on. Using 5.2 at the minute. I do prefer, especially for the deep targets, 3.2. But a lot of people are going to be using 5.2, so I do it off the 5.2 update. So we're in pro settings at the minute, which is based off the hot program. So if this is what you need to learn. You need to learn. This is my favourite program. You can base this off your own favourite program. It's just a case of having your favourite program and learning how to adjust it in the field to suit the ground you're on. So today we're doing the deep mode because we know we're on quiet pasture. There's not a lot of iron about. There's been productive in the past and we want to punch deeper. Start off. Go to discrimination. That's your discrimination, which is what we leave, and that's in the expert. It's got all your tones and your tone breaks, etc., which is why it's your favourite program. So you leave that. Sensitivity. Okay, so we want to go deeper. Put that on 96. You can also, if it's not to no EMI about, go into your TX power and put that on 3. That's gonna, it's not just an amplifier, that is actual extra power and extra performance from the detector, not just amplifying stuff. So we leave it on 2, but when you're in the field, if you want to and it's quiet, and the field allows you to, you can put that on to TX power 3, which will give you extra depth. Frequency 12 kilohertz. Then go into expert. Try and get as close to 12 as you can. That's 11.8. Iron volume we leave at 1. Recovery speed. So we know there's not a lot of iron there. We're not going to have to cope with loads of nails. So you can lower that to 1. You could even go to 0. When you change your recovery speed, the signal, instead of going beep, say if you're using recovery speed of 3, say, you get a beep, beep, and that's all we get, like a little signal. When you lower the recovery speed, say if you was on 0, it'll go beep, beep, so the signal jumps out at you even more. I like to use 1, let's base it on 1, but again, if you wanted to get that little bit more depth, you can go into 0. What you also have to remember, when you lower your recovery speed, go into expert and the silencer automatically goes back up to 3. We want that to be at -1. If I change recovery speed, it changes again now. So every time you change the recovery speed, you've got to check your silencer. So go back to 1, expert, it's gone back up to 3, look. Put that to -1. Once you've put the settings in, you can save it and it will stay there. So reactivity 1, silencer -1. Audio response. Again, this will help you get the deep target. It amplifies the signal, the audio that you get. You can put that on 6 as long as there's no EMI, because the audio response will amplify everything. Every signal you get will be amplified. So if you're getting a bit of EMI, that will be amplified. If you've got a lot of iron in the ground, that will be amplified. But if it's clean ground, it's quiet, you're not getting many signals, and you want to punch deeper and hear the stuff at the fringes of depth, put your audio response up. Say that at 6 for now. Obviously, if it's amplifying the signals too much, you can drop that back. Just about adjusting it when you're in the field. But we'll leave that at 6. Notch, leave that as it is, 0s. And you're back to discrimination again. So that is all the settings you need to adjust to get more depth out of your Deus. When would you use deep mode? So like I explained earlier, I knew that pasture land had been done before. A lot of the targets that was in the top 8 inches or so, most of them would have gone. There wasn't a lot of iron contamination, and I knew there could have been targets at depth. So the settings that I've just given to you is amplifying the signals. You've got extra sensitivity, you might have TX power up to 3, so you know you're going to punch deeper, and that is ideal for clean ground. As soon as you get to land that's mineralised or got a lot of iron, there's no machine out there that you can open up like that that's going to get through all that iron and still get that targeted depth. So you need to know in your head, well, I can't get no depth, there's nothing I can do with that. If I still run that deep program trying to get that depth, it's going to be overpowered by all the iron, everything like that, and it's just going to drive you mad. You're going to get signals everywhere, and you won't get that depth anyway. So that's when you have to change your settings. So you go to the SID Pro settings, which would be, you're getting depth of about, depends on how much iron contamination's there. So what you would do, you would drop your sensitivity. So imagine that's the soil on a contaminated site now, full of 100 nails. You've got deep mode on, you've got no chance of getting this depth. But there's still targets up here in the top 5-6 inches. But if you've got deep mode with everything open, you're probably going to miss these targets because you're seeing all of this at 16 inches, 100 nails. So you drop the sensitivity, you drop the audio response, you drop the TX power back to 2, and then what you're doing is you're bringing the visual, imagine it as like if your detector can see, you're bringing it up to say about 10 inches, 8 inches. So now you're not seeing all them nails. So instead of the machine having to cope with all these nails down here that you can't see through anyway, You're not looking at them anymore, and now you've got twice the chance of seeing the targets from there to there in the top 8 inches. So that's why you'd use pro mode. But then, say if you was on a site which is a heavily mineralised, iron contaminated site, you would then have to change the settings again. You'd have to drop the sensitivity down to about 65. So say if you're on a proper Roman site and the stuff's in the top 3 inches, if you're looking at 8 inches, you're probably not going to see this stuff at 3 inches because you're trying to listen to too much. So you drop sensitivity, you change the recovery speed, make it faster, and what you're doing then is bringing your visual of your metal detector to about 5 inches, 4 inches. So now, instead of looking at an extra 12 inches of iron that you've got no chance of digging fines out of, your machine's only got to look at 5 inches. So instead of it being 100 nails, it's probably only looking at 10 nails. So it's got more chance of recovering the targets next to iron. It is a bit much to take in, but by understanding what's going on under the ground, you've got more chance of being able to, you're not going to get the depth, so if it's contaminated, so you've got more chance then of getting the targets that everyone's going to miss because they're trying to punch too deep, when most of the stuff on a Roman site is going to be in the top 4 inches maybe. So it's all about adjusting the settings, tweaking it to suit. And again, like I've just said about the deep mode, if you know it's not contaminated, if you're running around with Deus fast on a pasture site that's been done before, or everything's at depth, you, instead of seeing down to that 16 inches, you've got the Deus fast, which is set up for like a Roman site in the top 8 inches. You're missing 8 inches of fines. So then you would want to open it right up and get that extra depth. But it's knowing when to do it, working out what's going on. Like you turn your machine on, you have your favourite settings, you go along and you're listening. And within the first 15-20 minutes, if that, you know what to change, how to change it, and how to get the maximum out of your machine at depth or at speed to suit the ground that you're on. I think that's right. I hope I haven't baffled you too much, and I hope it helps you out. Remember to don't just leave one program in. If you leave one program in, it might be brilliant for 5 of your sites, but the other 5 of your sites, you're going to be losing so many signals, so many targets, if you're not setting it up right for depth or for speed, etc. I hope it helps you out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button, drop me a comment and subscribe. And if you do want to subscribe, click the little bell next to the subscribe, and that means every time I upload a video, because you've got the bell activated, you'll get a little notification that I've uploaded. Thanks for watching, peeps. See you soon. Happy hunting. Hey. So there you go. You've got the deep mode now. You've got the SID Pro settings. They're going to help you out, hopefully, amazingly in the field. It's going to get you on the goodies. If you're on the goodies and you've found some nice coins and you want to check them out, look at them 2 books I've just got. These are from Treasure Hunting magazine. If you go onto their website, treasurehunting.co.uk, it's got all the books on there, but this one is awesome for looking at Roman coins. I'm going to do a video on that. I'm not that clued up with Roman coins. I'm not too bad with hammers, but with Roman coins I need to learn a lot. Getting there slowly, but this book is going to help. That is A History of Roman Coinage in Britain by Sam Moorhead. That's from the Treasure Hunting magazine website. This one, A History of Medieval Coinage in England. That's by Richard Kelleher. Again, that's from the Treasure Hunting magazine.co.uk. That's going to help me identify some of the hammered coins. Again, I'll do a video on that. It does look brilliant. It's got all the different, helping with all the different monarchs, how to tell the difference with the different kings of the eddies and stuff like that, Henrys, which everyone finds it as the Eddie pennies. it's hard to say if it's an Eddie the first and Eddie the third, fourth, you know what I mean, just don't know. So hopefully this book's going to help me. I will do a video on it and go through some more hammer coins that I'm not sure about. Yeah, it might be making an interesting video. So I'll have the coin book out. I'll get a few of my coins that I'm not sure of. I'll video it. I'll go through the book and see if I can, just from using the book, see if it helps me identify some of the coinage. And it's going to, definite. That's been recommended by Jules. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope the settings help you. I hope it gets you on the goodies, on the hammered. If it does, don't be, get over to Facebook, drop me a message. Even on YouTube, drop me a message on YouTube in the comments. Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. See you soon, peeps. Good luck, happy hunting, and I hope it gets you on the goodies.